Brand new LCP.
Now, this right here is a bonus episode entitled Unfiltered and Unbothered. And, you know, you as a woman, especially being a black woman, don't roll your eyes. I had to have you on here because I had a conversation, I believe, in one of my recent episodes, or it might have been a bonus episode, where I spoke about the use of filters and how I feel that it plays a huge part in women not fully loving themselves or trying to hold themselves to unrealistic standards on social media. And I already see you rolling your eyes, so you're already about to go against the grain. But for this conversation, I know you're a woman, but you don't got to be biased. So be fair.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. So, matter of fact, to start, do you think filters play a part in women not fully loving themselves or holding themselves to unrealistic expectations of beauty? Here you go.
Because so over the years, the filters, yes, they have gotten really extreme. And I'm talking about when we started off with
how do you feel filters play a part in women not being happy with their real self?
I mean, in a sense, I feel like it has some type of importance because some of them filters, like I say, they'll take away all the blemishes and everything. But
some of those filters are magic. They erase everything and they give you a whole new face. And then when the filter comes off,
they don't give you a whole new face sometimes.
Yes, it do.
They kind of to me, filters to me is like when you don't have on makeup and you just throw it on.
But a lot of people use it with makeup.
I mean, because it enhances, so it might make your little eyelashes a little longer.
I want to stop right there. Okay. So a woman who might want to use it to make her eyelashes longer, why?
It's the same way as people putting them on.
But if you have them on, why would you want to make them longer?
No.
Is it used, I guess, to make the picture you about to post more suitable for social media?
I mean, eyelashes, it's like makeup. It enhances your, you know what I'm saying, like what you already look like, but it enhances it in a sense. Now, do people go to the extremity? Sometimes, for me, I don't wear makeup all 24/7. I'll wear it when I go out, you know what I'm saying? Or if I'm dressing up or something like that, I'll put it on. And that's just more so for me to where it's just kind of without makeup, I don't know. It's look a little dull, to me in a sense, to where it's just it just depends.
Okay, but if you say you look a little dull, ain't that your natural face? So you're not proud or confident. And now, I'm not saying you got to wake up and walk outside in Target. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, if you're not comfortable, at least in some kind of sense, posting your real self,
right?
Then wouldn't it mean that you are ashamed about how you look in some shape or form?
There might be some as time goes on, there might be some blemishes that you may be you feel me? Like for me, in sense, sometimes if it's, you might look tired, you feel me? Or something like that. Or
sleep more.
Oh my God. Yes, that can happen. But I'm just saying is dependent on, I know some people who, it was an artist and she said that she puts on makeup because she has heavy bags.
Is it a current artist or somebody old?
I mean, they're old.
Yeah, okay. I'm listening.
But she came out because she was she wears makeup all the time because, in a sense, she has a genetic. It's something that's she said that it's nothing that can go away. She sleeps, get plenty of rest or whatever. But her bags are really heavy, and she doesn't like.
But that's makeup. So in that case, I'm talking about filters.
I mean, filters. So a person in that situation, they would be using filters and stuff. And I see celebrities doing it too, to where you can tell. I mean,
you can use it, but is it harmful? Matter of fact, look now. Somebody said when I asked it, the message they said. Nah, but I honestly believe that most females use filters because they enhance what is there. And sometimes they hide what we are insecure about. Yes, but if you are insecure about something, doesn't that play a part in you not fully loving yourself?
Not to me. I mean, I just feel like if that's the case, then that's everybody. I feel like everybody is insecure about something of themselves.
That's obvious.
But that does not
nobody
mean
is
that
100% happy with themselves.
But that doesn't mean that they, don't love themselves. You know what I'm saying? There might be features in regards to me where I'd be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a little dark around this area, whatever the case may be. And I might be on some, okay, well, let me start putting a little something on it to kind of, because I don't know how to get rid of it yet.
Oh, okay. So based on what you said, okay, so for example, if you had a family function, you know, you show up, you got no makeup on, you got nothing.
Oh, well, yeah, I go to family functions without
No, but I'm saying, and somebody take a picture of you, and then they post it on their social media, and you see the picture, and you looking taupe, you looking crazy. Now, would you be embarrassed?
I mean,
or would you want that picture taken down? I mean, you look.
I don't do all of that.
Oh, so you don't do that?
I mean, like, if how I look, like, if it depends, like,
I'm about to say, because if that's how you naturally look,
so I'm not about to sit here and tell somebody to take that down. No,
like
my
mama,
my mama and them, like, there's been times where they got me tired. I mean, and that be the purest form of how I look in a sense. So it's like I might be. If I'm at a family function, because that happens several times to where it's just kind of like.
Were you looking jacked up and somebody take a picture?
I ain't looking jacked up, but
But you ain't looking presentable.
No, like I don't have no makeup or nothing on. So
yeah,
it's
but
just
you can have no makeup and still look presentable.
Yeah, but those are the kind times where they'll be like, all right, let me go. It's funny that you say that, because it's like when my family, like when we at family functions and they be like, we about to take pictures, my mama and them running to go put some lip gloss or some lipstick on and whatever.
Exactly.
But I think that is a thing that it's just kind of like you've been trained as a child, like in a sense to where.
Now, nobody's saying you got to run and put like 10 pounds of makeup on your face. No, they don't do that. But
what I'm saying is as a child, you grow up, you see your mother getting ready for work or whatever the case may be. You see them kind of, you know, in the mirror putting on makeup or whatever to kind of, so you associated with, oh, I put that on when it's time to go out or when it's time to get dressed up in a sense. Any other time you see your mama around the house, they ain't got no makeup on or whatever. They chilling. They going to the grocery store, ain't no makeup or whatever. But it just really do depend on what your family emphasized or what you saw growing up. And if that's all you saw growing up, where it's like, okay, your family members wear makeup. If that's all you saw where, you know what I mean, when you go out, you know, your friends got on makeup or whatever when y'all going out. Because I used to be the person that didn't have on makeup, but my friends did. Like, you know, in the sense.
I mean, but like I said, not having makeup on, it doesn't mean that you're less attractive.
Yeah, but I'm saying with the filters, now that they came out with these filters,
some of these filters be godly. I mean, you know that. So let's not act like that.
Some of the filters, I mean, there be times where it's like, you know, hair done or whatever, and in that sense, you might be like, let me see what little filters on here or whatever, because I ain't got no makeup on or whatever, and you be like, oh, okay, this is cute. Like, I look at it like that. I don't look at it like
it's like we've seen shows. What was the show? The show with K. Michelle, My Killer Body. And remember the girl on there. Remember,
oh yeah, they be looking totally
no, because when they first showed her, they were showing, I think it was like her pictures from Instagram, and she had heavy makeup, heavy filters, and then when she was sitting down in the chair, no makeup, looking regular, we was like, who is this?
Yeah,
it was a brand new person, night and day, and that's what I'm talking about. Because, like, for example, if you're single and like you're starting to date somebody, it's deceiving, in my opinion.
I mean, well, if that's the case, when folks wear wigs.
No, because on the first date, if you show up like that and then they see you without makeup a week later and you don't look nothing like the person they seen, how is that not deceiving or some form of catfishing?
Maybe they trying to slowly, you know, reel them in. I don't know. I like in that type
that's
of experience. That's
deceiving, though.
For me,
you're trying to trick me into loving you.
Yeah, I don't do all of that. Like in that sense.
Don't trick me into loving you.
I feel like my social media is half and half. Like you're gonna get half pictures where it's like it might be a filter, but then it's like me with a filter and I don't know, I'm holding a baby or I'm next to, you know what I'm saying, somebody else and they got a filter on too. It's like for fun.
Yeah.
But on the other half of the side, you scroll, like you'll see like regular pictures of me just with, you know, I ain't got nothing on or whatever on my face or whatever. But I also don't like I don't like wearing makeup every day.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, to be honest, a lot of people that wear makeup every day, like every single day, it kind of damages their face in the long run. It does.
I remember
their face be dried out. It'd be a lot of issues with people who wear heavy makeup.
So I have to say that when I was in my early 20s, I was out in California. That was, you know, coming from the South, whatever. I did not wear makeup then.
Yeah.
And so when I met friends who was from there, you know, they were
California?
Yes, they were from the Valley and everything like that. And they were real, I'll say that, you know, they used to talk about like how we wore sneakers and stuff like that, but they were real uppity in a sense. And they were heavily wearing makeup, and I used to be like, why are you caking so much makeup on your face?
Because that's the standards of beauty.
And when we used to, and then they used to say, oh, your skin is pretty, and I used to be like, really? I ain't really think, you know, I didn't really think too much about like the texture of my face or my skin, and they was just talking about like the bumps and the acne and stuff like. And then when I realized it, that's when I like was vocal. I said, well, you putting all that stuff on your face, ain't that breaking your face out?
Yes.
And they was like, yeah, but now it started, so it gets to a point point where I think
well, you
people
have to
start
use it.
using people start using it for certain little things, and then as they continue on, it continues to clog up, you know what I'm saying, your pores,
the pores
and stuff,
and everything,
to where now your body is just kind of like you take the makeup off and now you see all this acne, so
and now you feel like you have to
really
use it
feel like
forever.
trash. So it's like you putting it back on to cover up
trash,
those. I'm talking about you feel.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you
How
are
you personally
trash,
feel.
but personally you
Okay.
feel, you looking in the mirror, you like, dang, I got all these bumps and stuff on me, so you want to cover those up. When I get a little bump or whatever, I'll be like, oh, he'll go away eventually.
Yeah, because it goes away. To be honest,
and then I really do not put too much of anything on my face like that. So.
I mean, but at the end of the day, you know, someone using makeup or not, you know, of course, that's solely up to the person.
Yeah, it is.
So,
I don't,
because I don't want to have this discussion and make it seem as if we're telling somebody you have to wear makeup or you don't have to.
Absolutely not, because that's what I said.
It's your face, your body. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Absolutely. And I do agree that, you know, just do whatever makes you happy in a sense, and then think about the reason and why you're doing it. And if it's something that you can fix, try to fix it, you know. If not, then do what makes you happy.
Now, the last thing I want to ask you while I got you on here now, you know what an Apple tracker is?
Those little tags?
Yeah. An Apple tracker, it's like a little small little tag that you can put on your keys. You can put it inside your gym bag as a way to, you know, find your item if you lose it. Now, I had a message come through because I was talking about something the other week and somebody said, so I just found an Apple AirTag tracker in my car registered to my baby daddy. I don't know how. Hold on. I don't know how to approach this. I'm emotional right now everywhere. Now, I feel like me being a man, it's kind of hard for me to give my opinion on this, but it's really not because it's trash. Like for a baby daddy or somebody, I don't care if why you laughing? If it's an ex or anybody to put something in your car to track you. Now, the issue is that, and this is what I got an issue with, and it kind of relates back to the Kanye West situation. Because the person that said this said that her baby daddy moved on, he's dating somebody else, he moved in with somebody else, and he has a child on the way. So why do you think he would still go to the extreme to put a tracker in the car? Now she found it under her child's car seat. So the fact that it was under there, you know, he put it in there for you not to find. It wasn't for you to find.
He want to still keep up with her and see where she at and what she doing.
But isn't that dangerous?
It is.
That's very dangerous.
I did not say that was valid and okay to do. I'm saying that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's probably stalking a social media page and everything too if he doing all of that. But even regardless of if he got a whole family on the other side, he still wants to keep up with her. And that's something that, you know, if there's no telling why they broke up or whatever the case may be, but he's still trying to keep up with her. And it's very dangerous.
And that relates back now to the Kanye West situation, because I see people, like I've seen people saying, well, you know, Kanye West, you know, like the only reason he's doing that is because he wants his family back. But I feel like people make excuses for people that they love or people who they deem iconic. But then if regular Miguel from up the street was doing that to a regular woman, it wouldn't be perceived the same way because that's stalking.
Yes.
Like it's...
I will say that
it's not healthy.
There's two things that I feel about that whole situation. Things. The first thing is that what Kanye is doing is very narcissistic.
It's dangerous too.
It is very dangerous. He gives me vibes of like, I'll kill if I can't have you, no one else can, and that is very extreme what he's doing. So I do not condone any of his behavior to be okay. The second issue, my second point is that I don't know. I'm going to speak for myself.
Yeah, okay.
I do not know if you display those type of behaviors before I am with you and you display it with other people. I don't know if I'm going to have X amount of kids with you in that sense.
I mean, but to be fair, when somebody is in love, they do things that they normally wouldn't do.
But those are flat. Those are so. I'm saying that because those are red flags that that you have to pay attention to because if they act because this is not new behavior coming from him.
It's not new at all.
We have been seeing
with Amber Rose, everybody.
Exactly. We have been seeing this type of behavior since his mother passed away, and that was a trigger that caused some type of, you know, something that he had.
But it still doesn't make it right.
No. I'm not saying nothing that he's doing is right because he has really serious mental health issues. I'm saying it's that point triggers. Sometimes things trigger disorders
because
and stuff.
we're at the point where Kim Kardashian is saying, can we please keep this private?
Exactly. But
and we know she's public with everything.
I feel bad because I'm like, damn, you should have paid it. Like, why
she
did
knew.
you?
She
you
loved
knew
him.
I know you was you knew what you was getting into. You knew the boy had these issues. I'm surprised.
Yes,
that
but
you
when
have
you love somebody,
all of these
you put up
children
with
by
things,
him.
and you know that.
I know that, and so that's why I'm saying for me that's why I say it's important as women and as men to pay
recognize those red
attention
flags.
to those red flags because those are things that when you in situations of if it don't work out and you are trying to go the other way, when y'all got all these kids, that is going to be the hardest. He is about to make your life
4 kids.
miserable hell.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he is because at the end of the day, no matter who he's dating, you're the person that he's loved. I don't know what you told him. You would profess this love to somebody who has a like they have issues.
Yeah.
And sometimes that don't register to them on time to let it go. It's let me do whatever I can to keep my family unit together. And that's why you see these situations of, the person killing the family and then killing themselves and all of that stuff. So it is very dangerous. Those are signs. It sucks that she's in this situation. I wish, like I said, I just wish her and her family would have told her. Like, hey.
I mean, but at that point, like things that could have been done before, like that's already past the point. Like,
I don't know if he's on medications. I don't know. Like, I really don't know because I'm not in that situation.
I mean, now
I'm not
Kanye
there.
West came out and said that he doesn't like when people say that he has a mental issue because this is just him being himself and expressing his opinions and his feelings. That's what he said in regards to when people say, now, do I think it's something that's mentally not right or something that's off? It is.
Yeah.
It seems like it's something that's off.
He has a lot of, I'm not even talking about some extreme as like schizophrenia or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm saying
something is off.
You have a narcissist personality disorder. Like there's such thing as people having different personality disorders. And he definitely has them.
He said he's bipolar.
Okay. And
a couple years ago he came out and said he was diagnosed with bipolar.
Taking medication for that? Because sometimes
that's the part we don't know.
That can be, sometimes you can go to the extreme on things. And so that's something that I think that maybe she was trying to help him on and that she thought that she could handle.
But at this point, it's just like, because I mean,
can't force them to do anything that they don't want to do.
Because we've seen for years, like the same, like even going back. Remember when he said slavery, something about slavery?
He has these meltdowns. Then
he went out supported Trump. Went in the White House, supported Trump. Said this, said that.
Those are the
all these extreme things,
extreme behaviors, and so that's why I said that those are things that unfortunately.
Said he didn't want the baby. She almost had the abortion. Like he said so many things throughout the years,
and unfortunately, those are things. I see why Kim left. Yes, but I'm like, if you showing me these signs early on, I'm sliding on up out of there.
Yeah, but like I said,
love or not, that's what I'm saying. That's why people be put in these dangerous situations.
Yeah, but everybody's relationship situation is different. Because people now, I know people who are in situations that's not healthy, but they stay under the perception
and I tell
that
them
they are in love with that person.
And I just, I do, yes. I don't tell them like, oh, you need to leave.
Yeah.
But I do say, I bring up certain instances or situations and I'll be like, do you think that's cool? Like to kind of just see, like bring it to their awareness. And I just wish that, I don't know if it was a money, I don't know, because I really personally don't know them.
No, I want to say right now, like, I don't believe it was a money thing. Kim Kardashian was super wealthy when she got with...
She wasn't as wealthy as him. The boy was like heading to like Jay-Z. You remember that was the time frame when he was really close with Jay-Z and they was really... like
what does that mean? A lot of people close with Jay-Z.
Yeah, but I don't think that Kim, sometimes, and let's be real, some women do be wanting to, keep the back, like some folks do have agendas.
Yes,
like, I'm not going to sit here and say that. But
they both had agendas. We're not going to do that.
Yes,
because as the man, like I said, like right now, I got to quote unquote defend Kim. Because they both were the same type of people, the same type of person when they met.
She has had all of these failed marriages and stuff, so I just really be thinking.
Okay, and Kanye knew that before he got with her. So because we're not going to do that. We're not going to do the biasness. So
I'm not doing biases.
I'm saying, so if you knew this, Kanye knew this. You just said on the flip side, Kim knew this beforehand. Kanye knew that beforehand.
Okay.
So I want to be fair.
Okay.
Because if Kim knew how Kanye was throughout the years, and we've seen Kim's failed marriages throughout the years, Kanye knew that, and he still pursued her for a reason. Now,
I just feel for them damn kids, honestly, because they have some very interesting.
And they're
parents.
young, and the kids are young,
and one of them is not, and the oldest one is peeping all of this. So
what's the oldest one? Is that the one that be on TikTok?
Yeah.
Well, how old is she?
She old enough. She's older. She's older.
She look like she might maybe 7.
No,
she's older than 7.
She's older than 7.
She ain't older than 7. What's her name?
The girl is North. She is older than 7 years old.
Kim Kardashian kids.
She's older.
She don't look.
I'm sorry, but she's older than 7.
Let me see. I don't see it.
Can you put in her name and her age? She's older than 7. She is peeping all of this.
Oh, it says she 8.
Okay.
That's young though.
Man, you're old. I remember when I was 8 and 9. Like, she's probably going on 9.
This one right here, right? North?
Yes.
I think. Okay.
That little girl is able to, she's picking up on those energies from both people.
They got one that's 8, one that's 6, one that's 3, one that's 2. Okay.
See, the young ones they get the energy, but that one, the oldest one is she's picking up, and that's why I say I feel bad. Out of all of this, I feel bad for them kids because they have parents that unfortunately they're not able to. I hope it comes to a consensus of where they're able to co-parent healthy and everything, because at the end of the day,
Kim is saying, Kanye, please keep our messages private.
He's not.
Every time
he's not.
Like,
he's never been.
Because I'm saying we seen last week where I think Kanye had sent something to her and Kim replied, yo, like in regards to Pete Davidson, how he's putting his life at risk because he came out with a song with the rapper Fabio from New York, and he said he was gonna have like 50 Chicago goons outside of Saturday Night Live where Pete Davidson works, and Kim was like, bruh, like, you putting his life at risk. If something happens, it's going to be your fault because people crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it goes back a couple years ago where Joe Budden was beefing with Drake, and Drake had said something, and then remember the video that came out with the kids showed up to his house with the rocks, and then Joe Budden that's what the whole situation came from, because people are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
And Drake said something, now somebody who's on Drake's status, and then you got losers out here that found Joe Budden's address, went there, and then went viral. He chased him down with the rocks in his hand with the wife beater on.
Yeah. It's very, that's what I'm saying.
It's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. And so that's what I'm saying for the both of them, for the sake of their kids. Because I'm just like, these kids I don't know how this is going to play out. I really don't.
So, I guess in conclusion, do you think that Kim is going to give in and go back to Kanye? If she does, she's stupid.
No.
But I feel like everything we see now, she should never go back
It's
to
like
Kanye
going back
ever.
to your abuser. No.
But
I don't think so.
sometimes
She's not going
but
to.
sometimes that might be the only way to make him stop is to go back.
That first time, I think when she filed and she put the divorce and it went away, that was her going back saying, okay, let me try to see if I can really work on this.
It ain't
but
working.
He has gotten to the extreme of it's ridiculous.
It's
like
crazy.
now she's seeing Lynn's outside of love, and she's seeing him for who he is. He's not going to change.
Yeah, he's not going to change, man. But like I said, at the end of the day, like, I'm kind of curious, man, to sit back and see how this plays out. But like I said, that's why I just wanted to get your opinion on here. And, I'm going to be back to close out the episode. But in conclusion, going back to the filter conversation. So you said that a woman can use endless filters, change her face, look like a completely new person, and it does not mean she loves herself.
You didn't put all them extra change her face, all of that. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Because that's what it does.
That is not what I'm saying.
Filters are magic. Filters are
I
like
use
God's
filters.
hands.
That don't mean I'm trying to change my face. I use filters for the fun of it.
But if you're not trying to change your face, because filters change your face. Let's not act like it don't.
It enhances. It don't change.
Enhances
anything.
is changing.
You make it seem like it's turning a lizard to a Geico or something. I don't.
So look, if you leave here right now and you go get your lips done, you're enhancing your lips. That's changing something on your face.
But this is not permanent. So it depends on which filter you are using.
If every time you take a picture, it's a filter that's permanent based on what we see. Every time we see you online, it's a permanent change to your face. And then we see you in the store and you look like, we're like, who that?
Really? You are not that far off from that doggone filter. I mean,
I wish I had the picture. You know the show I was watching, 1,000 Pound Sisters. Remember the big one, Tammy? Yeah, I seen a picture of her using a filter, and when I seen that, I was like, hell no. Because no, it was like, you seen how she looked on the show.
Yeah.
The one that was always yelling and the bigger one. Like, when I seen her with the filter,
All it is just showing what you would look like with makeup on.
Okay, that's how we gonna leave it. So I mean, our opinions they're going to differ, but
but for real though, I'm not. If you feel like you have to take a picture with it on
every single time, no, because nobody's saying don't.
I don't know.
I'm not saying don't, but if you feel like I need this filter every time I post a picture. To me, it's something within you, something deep down about you that you don't love or that you would change if you had the money to change it. And that's my opinion based on that. You said that women can use filters forever.
I ain't say all of that. Don't be sitting over here putting words in my mouth.
But that's how it is, man. But we're going to be back to close out the episode, man.
Brand new LCP.
Yeah. Welcome back, man, to the LCP podcast. It's your man, John A. Schultz. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed that discussion.
Brand new LCP.
Like, that was a conversation that I wanted to have maybe for the last couple months now. And I wanted to have that conversation because, like, when I think about society and I look at social media, the world, and everything in general, and I see the effects that social media has on black men and, more importantly, black women, young black girls. And because I always reference when I used to work in the school district and the school system, and I see the effects that the self-doubt, the hatred of your own skin, your own features, your own hair, and the effects that can have specifically on young black girls. Because if I have a daughter one day, if I have a niece or whoever, and black women are beautiful. Like I don't give a fuck how your hair look or if your hair's a little curly. And, black folks call it nappy. But if that's your hair, that's your hair. Now, I'm not saying that a black woman got to go outside with your hair not done, your hair not, did the way you feel presentable. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm simply saying that I don't want the use of filters and the use or the desire to look different supersedes how we feel about our natural beauty. Because I've said this time and time again on social media. When I go to family events and I'm around black women and they take pictures with me and then they say things like, ew, don't post that picture. I look ugly. Or add a filter so I can look good. And I'm like, see, I take that as the woman saying that they don't feel presentable right now as is. So I don't want you guys to confuse this episode or confuse what me and Queen E talked about and take it as we are telling women to not use filters. That's not what we are saying. I know now in the world we live in now, the fucking how hypersensitive the culture is, that sometimes it's twisted into shit that we never said. I simply want black men, more specifically black women, to know that you are beautiful. I don't give a fuck if you wake up and you just go into Walmart and you going in there with your hair regular, fresh face, no makeup. That is you. That is who the fuck you are. So just be prideful and just love who you are. Because at the end of the day, when you wake up and you go look in the mirror and you brush your teeth, you comb your hair, you wash your face, that's you. That's you. The person you post on social media, the person you post to try to make it seem as if you look a certain way, that's not who you are. That is the person you want society to view you as. But when you hop in the shower, when you come out the shower and you look in the mirror, that's who you really are, man. So love yourself. And all my black brothers and sisters out there, if you got niece, you got daughters, let them know that they are beautiful, man. I want to clap that one more time for Queen E stopping by the podcast, man, because I was dying to have that conversation. Of course, we try to make it entertaining and share our opinions. But at the end of the day, man, like issues like this, they're real to me. It's not no bullshit. It's not issues that I just think about as a way to give me content or topics for the episode. This is a real fucking issue. It means a lot to me. And just let all the black women that you care about know that they are beautiful, man. And if you black, white, Chinese, just let people know you look beautiful, man. Like, don't always tell somebody that they look good, they look sexy when they got full makeup on, or like when somebody posts a picture and they got a full filter. Don't always say that they are beautiful only in those moments, because when somebody wakes up and they're looking natural, they are still beautiful as well, man. Now, I had a voice message come through. Last week I released a bonus episode entitled Segregation with my son Jordan Schultz. I want to clap it up one more time for my son stopping by that episode. And I received a voice message that made my day, man. Because this voice message made my fucking day, man. See if I can pull this up. Here we go.
Oh, I just wanted to say that last episode with Jordan was so cute. Little bonus episode. Please do more of those. He's so adorable. I was like, oh, I can't wait till Juju starts talking. Like all his little, like the segregation and like all that little stuff. I was like, it kind of took me back to my teaching days too. Like I was like, oh, I miss teaching. I miss my students. Like, oh, but yeah, I loved it. So thank you. Please do more.
I want to clap it up, man. You're welcome, man. And that episode came up at the last minute because me and my son was just home watching TV and talking about Martin Luther King. And I was like, you know what? Like, let's go sit down over there and let's record this bonus episode, man. But let me see. I got some other shit I had wanted to talk about. Now, it's a show on Lifetime called My Killer Body with K. Michelle. I'm addicted to this show. I love the show because it shows the realistic effects of what can happen when women get plastic surgery. Now, I'm not saying that every single time a woman gets plastic surgery that it's bad or that it will result in damage to her body or even death. That's not what I'm saying. But what I want women to realize is that even the men that get it, that if you get plastic surgery, you got to be careful. You have to be, because I know now, and this goes back to the self-image and the self-love topic, because you can see yourself as not pretty, or maybe you want to better yourself or have a bigger butt, bigger breasts, better lips. But if you get that done, make sure you get it done at a doctor that is reputable. Don't take a shortcut. Don't go to DR. Don't go to Dominican Republic. Don't go to Mexico. Don't go to Brazil. Go somewhere where you can feel safe. Now, this story right here is from a woman in Miami who went and got cosmetic surgery done, and sadly, she passed away. So we're going to dive into the story. This story is from Fox 4 News, Miami.
Fox 4 News at 10.
A family is heartbroken after a loved one died after a cosmetic procedure in the Miami area. 4 in Your Corner, Sheldon Fox has the story.
She came to South Florida from Louisiana, but Kizzy London, a mother of 2, won't ever get the chance to go home.
They brought her in. He said, but she was dead when she got here. I said, they didn't tell me that. They told me she was all right.
London's husband, Richard, lost his wife Thursday after she had a cosmetic procedure at this plastic surgery center in West Miami-Dade.
All this time, these police was out here, and you didn't call me then when all this was going on. You waited till she got to the hospital.
The 40-year-old London was rushed to Kendall Regional after she went into cardiac arrest on the operating table. Dr. Arnaldo Valls releasing this statement to 7. It reads in part, quote, all standard preoperative procedures were administered. The patient developed cardiac arrest towards the end of the operation, and immediate resuscitation efforts were taken, followed by a call to 911. The paramedics arrived and the patient was transferred to a nearby hospital.
I didn't come up here to carry her back in a box.
London's family flew in from Louisiana Friday wanting answers.
People still come and have a procedure. But one girl leaving out there with blood all on the back of her dress. It's just ridiculous.
Dr. Valls says he's been practicing for 40 years. His place of work adding, with thousands of surgeries under his surgical expertise, Dr. Valls has kept a clean record of no losses. The incident has impacted him greatly, and he sends prayers to the loved ones of the patient.
I sat here yesterday, and I seen numerous and numerous of women coming in and out of here, man. And I'm just saying, they walked in and out of here, and my wife didn't walk out of here.
The woman's family is waiting to hear the autopsy results from the medical examiner's office. Miami-Dade police detectives continue investigating.
Damn. I can't even hit the round of applause after that because, again, I never want to blame the victim for their death, but you got to do research in these cases, man, because a lot of these doctors are not even reputable. Because what a lot of people do is they look up, the plastic surgery that they want, and if it costs too much, people look for alternatives. But as you look for alternatives, and now you going down the ladder, you're gonna find the doctor who going to charge the amount that you want to pay. But is it gonna be safe? That's the question. Because again, I don't want to tell somebody what they should or should not do to feel beautiful or to feel, the love for themselves that they feel gives them happiness. All I'm saying is that you got to be safe. You got to be careful because at the end of the day, man, you only get one life. We've seen it with Kanye West. Kanye West is a millionaire. He's wealthy. He has access to the best doctors in the fucking world. But even his mom passed away due to complications from plastic surgery. Now, that's all I'm saying, man, because I want this episode to be centered around self-love. So, again, any woman out there who's tuned into this episode, if you flip this episode into a black man telling you what to do, then I don't know what to tell you. Because if you're that sensitive where you take a black man wanting black women to love themselves and just know that they are beautiful regardless of if they have a filter, if they got their body done, if they got their hair on fleek, quote unquote. I just want you to love yourself, man. So again, I want to clap it up one more time for you guys staying tuned in, staying locked in, man, to the LCP podcast, man. Again, my Cash App is $NYC Story 718. You guys can stay tuned in. You guys can share the podcast. You guys can repost the podcast for free. For 1,000% free, man. But before I end the episode, man, I speak about the rapper Saweetie on this podcast a lot, man. But recently she was on, I think, the Cruise Show, and she spoke about something she wants in her next relationship. Now, I haven't heard this clip, but somebody just sent it in. So let's see what Saweetie had to say in regards to what she wants in her next relationship.
What you learned most about being in a high-profile relationship? About yourself?
What about myself? I know what I want now. I know what I want. Mm-hmm.
What is it that you want?
I want someone to mentally stimulate me.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It's important.
That's hard.
It's really important.
Yeah.
Like this journey that I've been going on, I've been meditating. I've experienced like the high version of myself through meditation. And it's just given me a lot of like clarity of what I want and what I don't want.
What'd you learn most about being?
I want to boo because I don't believe her. She corrected herself, but she started with, yeah, I think I want. And then she said, no, I know I want. She lying. Now, I know some of you guys are going to say, man, yo, you don't know what she's saying. She said it. I think. Like, with the question that was asked, I believe that she's trying to give the best answer that she thinks sounds good as opposed to what she wants. Because I guarantee, and well, I don't guarantee, but based off what we've seen, the guys who she's messing with after she broke up with Quavo, she was with Lil Baby, she was with somebody else. Just the same toxic bullshit where you go online, you meet a man that you probably just fucking, and you post him on social media, man. She lying. Boo Saweetie one more fucking time, man. I hate to end the episode off on that note. When I believe I had a great episode about self-love and just women loving themselves, but telling the truth to yourself is a part of self-love too. Not living in denial and understanding that sometimes the energy or the men you pick or just your whole relationship as a whole, the people you meet, sometimes you cause those issues. The energy you send out into the world, how you act, some of your personal choices may be, that all plays a part into the guys you entertain. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to men, when it comes to somebody you just sleeping with, somebody you want to fuck, you pick them. And that's always been my issue when people go online and they start venting, because everybody that people vent about is someone that you picked, man. And so again, and even this goes towards myself, we have to start making better decisions in regards to who we pick, who we give our time to, and just who we associate with, man, because that plays a big part in mental health, positive energy versus negative energy, man. So you guys stay tuned into the LCP podcast. It's your man, John A. Schultz, man. You guys who stay tuned in, who stay locked in, you guys can also go to Apple Podcasts and check out the bonus episodes if you want more content. It's your man, John A. Schultz. Yeah.
Brand new LCP.